I'm going to do a follow-up to the morning call I did with the Scruffs this morning on cable.
Wait. Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. And if this is your first time here, I am the big fella that is the Scruffy trader. And it must be so. It says so, right there. What I'm trying to do is put trading in the real world. Maybe show you a trick or two along the way. So if that sounds good, do take a second to hit that subscribe button. Genuinely helps. And we'll crack on. So what are we talking about? What's the squad? What's cable? Why am I trading it in the first place? Well, the Scruffy squad are a bunch of guys that I help and moderate on a daily basis. And we have a good Discord group, but we also have a morning live Zoom call where we talk face to face. And this week we're discussing cable. Now, cable is the pound USD, and it has a lot of, let's just say, outside factors this week in the sense of news. Because if you've been paying close attention, you'll see that it's like the hokey cokey for Parliament. Are we going to have a tax? No, we're not going to have tax. Are we going to have an energy cap help indefinite? No, we're not going to have an indefinite energy cap. There's all these strange things thrown around. Are we going to help business? Yes. No, we're not. They've done U-turns and everything this last week, and it's caused merry mayhem. But there's an old saying, show me the chart, I'll tell you the news. And that's what we're looking at now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the charts, just so you can kind of see what we're up to. I tell the guys what I'm doing before I'm doing it. I think that's the fairest way. So we're coming on to 10 o'clock now, and I'm looking to sell it, and I'm going to be monitoring it for this hour to try and get some money out of this. Now, within this, I also do breakdowns, and that's what I've done here. So I've done a breakdown, kind of telling my thoughts about what I think the market is, and it's a bit of a sticky one, this one today. But we also do morning calls, and then I record it for them, and they can play it back to their Murray, and there you are. That's us face to face. So it's a good community. So what's going on here? What am I interested in? Well, the part I'm interested in is this, because this is what markets look to fill. Now, this hourly candle is going to close soon. So I'm going to start looking from the edge of this hour, and I'm going to look to see if I can get a better price, but then short it. That's the game plan. All right. And it's based on that. Now, there's a lot of other criteria involved that I look at, but all of my biases and everything tells me it's here. So what I need to do now is I just need to kind of let this candle close. I'm going to put an order in on the other side of it as a sell. And I'm going to be quite brave with this. And I'm going to start it at a lot position, £10 position. Okay. Because I'm reasonably confident this is going to slam. Okay. So give me a second, let the candle close. I've got a few seconds before I start placing the order. Then I'm going to start trailing it. Okay, and I'll drop this into a 5-minute chart, and you can see that. Now, when I'm done, I'll come back to you, but I have this clearly marked out. Now, what we can see if we push this out to a 4-hour is it's tried to go to the top of where it's been before, and it's failed. It's retracing. We now have this in its path, and we've got a steady bunch of levels we can work to. Okay, so we drop that back down. Okay, we're ready to go. I'm going to drop that order in now. So that's the first order in. I'm quite happy with that. I'm prepared to stage this up here so I can average in if it goes against me. I don't really want it to breach this. So I'll be very wary of that level. And then I'll be looking to take profits on the way down. Okay guys, stopped out mid-afternoon, done exactly what I needed it to do. Went back in because some of the guys were having a chat and just curious as to why I would be shorting in the face of long. Well, it's because it was short all day. And the retracement that came up earlier on was just a good opportunity to re-enter the market and get some more money. Simple as that, guys. So how well has it done? 378. We'll live with that. It's not bad for a day's wage, considering I've been to the pub as well. Yes, had a little meeting I had to go to. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the way I trade as well. How do I put this politely without sort of going off on one? Well, I can't really. I should really go off on one. But all I'll say is trading is individual. What I see is not necessarily what somebody else sees. How I trade is not necessarily how someone else trades. But what I can say is how I trade is profitable because I'm systematic in what I do. I follow my rules. And when I'm paid, I quit. And then when I get sort of the sarky ass comments, sort of saying, oh, paralysis analysis. Oh, your trading narcs me. Don't watch it. It's that simple. You know, I don't come to you and say your trading's bloody terrible, which probably is. But I won't get into it. Why? Because it's yours. It's your trade. And if it works for you, more power to you. It's brilliant. But don't stick it into somebody else who does it something slightly different. In the group that I run, they all know my framework. They all know how I operate. Some can replicate it really well and they are flying. But they also add in their own little bits of flavour, shall we say, to their menu, their cooking ingredients. And that's because it's personality. Now, some might like a 5-minute chart. Personally, I like a 1 hour. Why do I like a 1 hour? Because it shows me what I need to see. And if I am looking at indicators, they normally hold a little bit of weight. If I'm looking at a 5-minute chart or a 1-minute chart, yeah, I can see the noise and I can fine tune a little bit for my entry. But I've already made the decision before I've gone there. So when you're seeing the charts dance, it's really just for you to see it dance, in fairness. Because if I left it on just an hour's candle, it wouldn't do anything. So put it on a 5-minute, and you can see the chatter and you can see how the trade is made up. That's why I do it. But my trade is decided and planned methodically before I enter it. That's not analysis paralysis. That's common sense.
Isn't that logical?
That's pretty much my day done. Well, it is my day done. I've got what I need. Don't need to go back to market anymore. I do get goaded sometimes, and that's why I stayed on the charts today, because I wanted to sort of just put into practice what I speak. I think is the easiest way, because I'd already told the guys what I expect and what I'm looking for. So I stuck to my conviction, and it's paid me quite handsomely. And that's all trading is. Have a conviction, stick to it, and then just follow a set of simple rules and you'll be fine. You know, but if you're constantly looking for the unicorn, you're constantly looking for the holy grail, and the exact moment you get in, it's not quite as simple as that, guys. Anyway, story for another day. I've done well. Do keep your comments coming, and that includes the ones who disagree with what I do. Let's be honest, I mean, there's a lot of people disagree with what I do, but all I'll say to that is, please don't tell me how to do my job, because I don't come to your workplace and tell you how to sweep up. You know, let me do it in my own way, and if you get some value from it, brilliant. And if you don't, well, there's 101 Lamborghini ones out there that'll show you how you do it the wrong way.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
I'm trying to show you how to do it the right way. Or I'll rephrase that. I'm trying to show you how I do it the right way. Because I do get paid every day. And even when I don't get paid and I get slapped, very rarely does it wipe a week out. You know, I might lose a day and I might even lose a week. But I don't lose many months. And I'm certainly not losing years. And that's because this is my job. And I'm very good at it. You know, and I know that's arrogant to say it, but it's just experience, guys. I've been at it a long time, and spoke to the guys this morning, told them exactly what I was looking for, sort of thing, and we had a little discussion, one thing and another, and said, look, this is what my opinion is, and then I've stuck with it, and it's paid me. No, you can't do that after the event. You can only do that before the event. And I think that's the fairest way. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.